She laughed. Why would I delete my dating apps? We're not that serious. After 18 months together, I said, good point. Then I reactivated mine and matched with her sister. That Sunday family dinner was unforgettable. I'm a 31-year-old guy, and I recently discovered something about my girlfriend, Melissa, 29, that completely changed how I saw our relationship. We'd been together for 18 months, not just dating, but living together for the last 8, splitting rent on a decent 2-bedroom apartment. I was planning our future. She was apparently planning her options. Last Tuesday, we were having dinner at this small Italian place near our apartment. Her phone buzzed with a notification, and I caught a glimpse of the Bumble app icon before she quickly flipped it face down. My stomach dropped. You still have dating apps? I asked, trying to keep my voice neutral. She actually laughed, like genuinely laughed. Yeah. So, we've been together for a year and a half, Mel. Living together for most of it. She rolled her eyes and took a sip of her wine. Oh, come on, Derek. It's just for fun. I like seeing who's out there. Window shopping, you know. Window shopping, while in a relationship. Why would I delete my dating apps? She said, as if I was being ridiculous. We're not that serious. We're just living together to save money. Don't be so possessive. 18 months. I'd introduced her to my entire family. She'd spent Christmas with my parents. My mom had been asking about grandkids. And now apparently we weren't that serious. Just to be clear, I said slowly, you think keeping dating profiles active while we're living together is normal? God, you're so traditional. Yes, it's normal. Everyone does it. It doesn't mean anything. She waved her hand dismissively. Besides, I'm not meeting anyone, just browsing. I nodded. Good point. She seemed surprised I dropped it so easily. The rest of dinner was awkward, but I kept things light. I paid the check, we went home, and she went to bed early. I stayed up thinking. If we weren't that serious after 18 months of my commitment, then what was I even doing? I deleted everything 3 months into dating her. Thought we were building something. Apparently, I was just a convenient roommate with benefits, while she kept her options open. Fine. Two can play that game. Wednesday morning, while Melissa was at work, I re-downloaded Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. Updated my profiles with some recent photos, the ones from my cousin's wedding where I actually looked decent. Within an hour, matches started rolling in. Then I saw her. Nina, 26. Melissa's younger sister. Now for context, Nina and I always got along great. She was funnier than Melissa, more laid back, and honestly, we had more in common. She was into gaming, loved the same shows I did, and didn't take herself too seriously. But she was my girlfriend's sister, so obviously, there were boundaries. Or, there used to be. Until Melissa decided we weren't that serious. Nina had super liked me on Bumble. I stared at the screen for a solid minute, then matched back. Her message came instantly. Nina, El Mayo, Derek, what are you doing on here? Me. Same thing as your sister. Apparently, keeping my options open. We're not that serious, according to her. Nina, wait, ask her about it? She thinks it's totally normal to stay on dating apps while living with someone? That's messed up. She told me you guys were practically engaged. Me, news to me. Anyway, weird matching with you. Should probably unmatch. Nina, probably. Unless. Me, kidding. Unless? We texted for 3 hours. She told me Melissa had been bragging to their family about how committed I was, how I was husband material, while apparently keeping her profiles active the entire time. Nina had actually thought it was weird her sister was still on the apps, but assumed they were old profiles. Nina, Sunday dinner is going to be interesting. Me, Sunday dinner? Nina, family dinner at my parents'. Mel didn't tell you? She confirmed yesterday you're both coming. Me, I hadn't been told anything about Sunday dinner. Interesting. Nina, you should still come. Would be hilarious. Me, that would be chaos. Nina, exactly. Thursday, Melissa acted completely normal, even extra affectionate. She made my favorite dinner, suggested we watch a movie together, and never mentioned Sunday dinner. I played along, waiting. Friday afternoon, she finally brought it up. Oh, by the way, dinner at my parents' Sunday, 6 p.m. We're something nice. Sure, I said. Looking forward to it. Saturday, Nina texted. Nina, we still on for tomorrow's chaos? Me. Your sister has no idea what's coming. Nina, good. She had this coming, BTW. I'm wearing that red dress you complimented at Christmas. The game was on. Sunday dinner came faster than expected. Melissa spent 2 hours getting ready, constantly asking if she looked good. I told her she did. She was wearing the designer dress I bought her for her birthday. $300 I'd never see again, but whatever. The drive to her parents' house was normal. She talked about work, complained about her boss, and scrolled through her phone at red lights. I caught a Hinge notification pop up. She quickly swiped it away. We pulled up to the house at 5:45. Nina's car was already there. Melissa's mom, Gloria, greeted us at the door with huge hugs. Her dad, Frank, shook my hand with his usual firm double grip. Derek, good to see you, son. Son. Right. Nina was in the living room. And damn, she wasn't lying about the red dress. She looked incredible. She gave me a hug that lasted just a second too long. Her perfume, definitely different from what I remembered. Derek, so good to see you, she said with a smile that promised chaos. How have you been? Oh, I said casually. Just keeping my options open. Melissa shot me a look, but laughed it off. Derek's been weird lately. Midlife crisis at 31. We sat down for dinner. Gloria had made her famous lasagna, and Frank opened a bottle of wine. Everything seemed normal, until Nina cleared her throat. So, Mel, I saw something super weird on Thursday. Oh. Melissa took a sip of wine. You were on Bumble. Your profile popped up in my feed. The table went silent. Melissa's face flushed. Gloria looked confused. Bumble? Isn't that a dating app? It is, Nina said innocently. Weird, right? Since Mel's been with Derek for, almost 2 years? Melissa laughed nervously. That must be an old profile. You know how those apps are, they keep your profile up forever. No, Nina said, pulling out her phone. It said active today. See? She showed the screen to the table. There was Melissa's profile, complete with photos from last month's vacation. The one I'd paid for. Frank's expression darkened. Melissa, what is this? It's nothing. I never deleted it. It doesn't mean anything. I stayed quiet, cutting my lasagna. Gloria turned to me. Derek, did you know about this? Found out Tuesday, I said calmly. She told me we're not that serious, and it's normal to keep dating apps while living together. The table exploded. Not that serious? Gloria's voice hit a pitch I didn't know was possible. You're living together? Frank slammed his wine glass down. Melissa, and what is wrong with you? You're all overreacting, Melissa protested. It's 2024. People don't delete apps just because they're in committed relationships, Nina cut in. Actually, they do. Normal people do. Melissa glared at her sister. Why are you being such a... Nina interrupted, grinning. Derek and I matched on Bumble Thursday. If the table exploded before, this was nuclear detonation. Melissa's face went from red to white to purple. What? Yeah, super weird, Nina continued. But since you two aren't that serious, I figured it was fine. Right, Derek? I shrugged. Just keeping my options open, like Melissa taught me. Melissa stood up so fast her chair fell backward. You matched with my sister? Technically, she super liked me first, I said. Gloria looked between all of us like she was watching a tennis match in hell. Frank had his head in his hands. How dare you? Melissa screamed at me. How dare I? What? Follow your rules. You said we weren't that serious. You said keeping dating apps was normal. I'm just doing what you're doing. That's different, she yelled. How? It just is. Nina laughed. Classic Mel, rules for thee, not for me. Shut up, Nina. This is between me and Derek. Actually, Frank said quietly, and everyone turned to look at him. This is between Melissa and her complete lack of respect for relationships. Derek, I'm sorry you've wasted 18 months on my daughter. Dad. Melissa shrieked. No, I'm done, Frank continued. We raised you better than this. This young man has been nothing but good to you. He helps with your rent. He bought you that damn purse you wouldn't shut up about. He fixed your car last month. And you're on dating apps shopping around while keeping him as backup? Gloria nodded firmly. Melissa, this is disgusting behavior. I'm ashamed. Melissa started crying, not pretty tears, but the messy kind, mascara streaking down her face. So you're all taking a side? There aren't sides, Gloria said. There's just you being horrible to someone who loved you. Loved, I said quietly. Past tense. Even Gloria got it. Melissa grabbed her purse and stormed toward the door. Derek, we're leaving. Now. I took another bite of lasagna. This is really good, Gloria. Derek, I'm not leaving. You can call an Uber. You drove me here. And we're not that serious, remember? Figure it out. She stood there, mouth open, looking around for someone to back her up. Nobody moved. Finally, she screamed, actually screamed, like a toddler, and stormed out. We could hear her outside, yelling on the phone, presumably calling for a ride. Nina broke the silence. So, anyone want to see our Bumble conversation? It's actually hilarious. Gloria poured herself more wine. Nina, not now. Frank looked at me. Derek, I'm sorry about all of this. It's fine, I said. Better to know now than after a ring. Were you really going to? Gloria asked softly. I pulled out my phone and showed them the ring I'd bookmarked, a simple diamond solitaire. Nothing crazy, but it would have cost me 3 months of savings. Was going to start shopping next month. Nina whistled. Bullet dodged, my friend. We finished dinner in relative peace. Melissa apparently got her Uber and left. I helped clean up, had another glass of wine with Frank, and even played cards with Nina and Gloria for a bit. It was weird, but somehow less weird than pretending everything was fine. As I was leaving, Nina walked me to my car. So that was fun, she said. Fun's one word for it. She bit her lip. Derek, I know this is messy, but I really did always think you were too good for her. Nina, I know. Too soon. Too weird. She handed me a piece of paper with her actual number on it. Maybe in a few months, when the dust settles, we could get coffee. As friends first, obviously. I looked at the paper, then at her. She was everything Melissa wasn't. Genuine, funny, actually interested in who I was as a person. Maybe, I said. Let me deal with the aftermath first. She smiled. Fair. Sorry about my sister being, well, herself. You super liked me before you knew about the dating app thing. She blushed. Temporary insanity. You were supposed to swipe left like a good boyfriend. Good thing I'm not that serious of a boyfriend, apparently. We both laughed. It felt good to laugh. I got home around 10 p.m. Sunday night. Melissa's stuff was everywhere, but she wasn't there. Good. I grabbed a beer and started thinking about next steps. Monday morning, 6 a.m. She came home. Still in the same dress, makeup destroyed, looking like she'd been crying all night. We need to talk, she said. No, we don't. You need to find a new place to live. Derek, please. I made a mistake. No, you made a choice. For 18 months, apparently. She started crying again. It didn't mean anything. I never met anyone. But you were looking, while I was planning a future with you. You were keeping your options open. Everyone does it. Your parents don't think so. Your sister doesn't think so. I don't think so. Nina's just jealous. She's always been jealous of me. I laughed. Actually laughed. Jealous of what? Your inability to commit? Your entitlement? Your complete lack of respect for others? How dare you match with her? The same way you dared to stay on 3 different dating apps while living with me. Except I did it for 3 days. You did it for our entire relationship. She tried a different approach, got closer, put her hand on my chest. Baby, we can work through this. Couples counseling. I'll delete the apps right now, see? She pulled out her phone and made a show of deleting them. Too late, Mel. Way too late. You're really throwing away everything we built for one mistake. We didn't build anything. I built a relationship while you kept a foot out the door. And it wasn't one mistake, it was 547 days of choosing to keep those apps. That's 547 daily decisions to disrespect our relationship. You counted. I did the math. Yeah. She got angry again. Fine. You want me out? I'm taking everything I bought. Take it all. I don't want anything with your energy on it. She started grabbing random stuff, claiming she'd bought things I knew I'd purchased. I didn't argue. I just wanted her gone. What about rent? I paid half. You paid a third, actually. I have the Venmo receipts. But sure, I'll give you the week back. I transferred her $400. There. We're square. That's it? After everything? What? Everything? We weren't that serious, remember? She screamed again and threw a coffee mug at the wall. It shattered. You'll pay for that too, I said calmly. $30 for the mug, $50 for the security deposit hit. I hate you. Cool. Hate me from somewhere else. The real meltdown came Tuesday, when she realized I'd already told our mutual friends what happened. See, while she was having her Monday morning tantrum, I'd sent a group text with screenshots of her dating profiles and her "we're not that serious" quotes, a preemptive strike against whatever narrative she was planning. My phone blew up with messages. Dude, 18 months? That's cold. She was on apps the whole time? Team Derek. That's messed up. Even her best friend, Kayla, texted me. Privately. I told her to delete those apps months ago. She said she had. I'm so sorry, Derek. By Tuesday afternoon, Melissa was in full damage control mode. She posted on social media about toxic relationships and controlling men who spy on their girlfriends. Nobody bought it, especially after Nina commented, "Sis, you literally showed me your Hinge matches last month talking about your backup plans. Stop lying." The comment section turned into a bloodbath. Their cousins, mutual friends, even one of her coworkers chimed in. Turns out, I wasn't the only one who'd noticed her sketchy behavior. Wednesday, she tried getting her stuff while I was at work. Building management called me. "Mr. Rodriguez is here saying she needs to get into your apartment. She's not on the lease and no longer lives here. Do not let her in." Understood, Mr. Chun. She called me 23 times in an hour. Left voicemails ranging from apologetic to threatening. My favorite one was, "You're going to regret this when you're alone forever. No one will ever love you like I did." I texted back, "You're right. No one will ever love me like you did. Thank God for that." Thursday morning, the real circus began. I woke up to 14 missed calls from an unknown number. It was Melissa's new one, apparently. Then came a knock on my door at 7 a.m. Not Melissa, her mom, Gloria. "Derek, I'm so sorry to bother you, but can we talk?" I let her in and made coffee. She looked exhausted. "Melissa's staying with us," she said, "and she's not handling this well." Define not well. She's convinced you and Nina are secretly together. She's talking about suing you for emotional distress. She wants half of everything in the apartment. She can want all she likes. She's not on the lease. She didn't buy the furniture. And emotional distress? She cheated, not me. Gloria sighed. "I know, Frank, and I know. But she's our daughter, and she's having some kind of breakdown. She quit her job yesterday." She what? Said she couldn't focus because of the trauma. "Gloria, I'm not here to defend her," she continued quickly. "What she did was wrong. But, did you have to match with Nina?" "Gloria, I matched with Nina to make a point. Your daughter spent 18 months on dating apps while I was planning to propose. She needed to understand how that felt. And Sunday dinner, that was Nina's idea, actually." Gloria rubbed her temples. "That girl. Both my girls. I don't know where I went wrong." "You didn't," I said quietly. "Melissa made her choices. Can you at least let her get her things? She can come Saturday between 2 o'clock and 4 p.m. You or Frank need to be with her. She's not coming alone." Gloria nodded and left. An hour later, I got a text from Nina. "Mom just told Mel she has to be supervised to get her stuff." The screaming is epic. Friday was quiet. Too quiet. I should have known something was coming. Saturday at 2 p.m. sharp they arrived, Melissa, Gloria, Frank, and, surprisingly, Melissa's older brother, Tony, who I'd only met twice. Tony approached me first. "Hey man, sorry about all this. I'm just here to make sure things stay calm." I appreciated that. Tony always seemed like a solid dude. Melissa wouldn't even look at me. She started packing her things while Gloria helped. Frank stood awkwardly by the door. Everything was going smoothly until she got to the bedroom and saw something that set her off. "Where's my necklace?" "What necklace?" "The gold one. The one my grandmother gave me." "Melissa, you never kept jewelry here. You always left it at your parents' house." "You stole it. You sold it out of spite." "I didn't touch any necklace." She started tearing through drawers, throwing things around. Tony stepped in. "Mel, chill. If it's not here, it's not here. He has it. Or he gave it to Nah. Are you two together now? Huh?" "No, Melissa. Nah, and I aren't together." "Liar. She liked your Instagram post yesterday. So did 47 other people. Are they all dating me, too?" She lunged at me. Actually lunged. Tony caught her midair, like she weighed nothing. "Okay, we're done here," Tony said, literally carrying his sister toward the door. "Mom, Dad, grab her stuff." Melissa was screaming. "I'll destroy you. You'll never be happy. Mina's using you. She's always wanted what I have." "What you had," I corrected. Past tense. That made her scream louder. Tony just shook his head and carried her out. Frank muttered an apology. Gloria couldn't meet my eyes, pale and shaken. And they left, with maybe half of Melissa's actual stuff, because she was too busy having a meltdown to pack properly. 10 minutes after they left, Nah texted me. She just accused me of stealing Grandma's necklace, the one she sold 2 months ago for concert tickets. This is insane. "Wait, she sold it?" I replied. "Yeah. Told me not to tell Mom. Sold it on Poshmark for like $200. I have screenshots." Nina sent the screenshots. Melissa had indeed sold the necklace in August, bragging about getting tickets to some music festival. I forwarded them to Gloria with the message, in case she tries to file a police report. Gloria replied, "I'm so sorry. We're getting her help." Sunday came with another plot twist. Melissa made a TikTok, a whole-ass TikTok, about how my ex destroyed my life because I wanted independence. It got 50K views in 3 hours. The comments were brutal, though. Independence equals cheating now. Girl, you were on dating apps while living with him. This is why I have trust issues. Then Nina jumped into the comments with receipts. Screenshots of Melissa's messages about her backup plans, the Poshmark listing for the necklace. Even texts where Melissa admitted she was just with Derek until something better came along. The TikTok got deleted within hours, but the internet is forever. Someone screen recorded it, and it ended up on Twitter with the caption, "Tell me you're delusional without telling me you're delusional." It's been 3 months since the Sunday dinner incident. Time for the final update on this absolute dumpster fire of a relationship. The immediate aftermath of TikTok Gate was rough for Melissa. Turns out going viral as the poster child for delusional girlfriend behavior isn't great for your career prospects. The job she quit? They wouldn't take her back. Her new job search wasn't going well either. Apparently, employers Google people, and her name was attached to some pretty unflattering content. She tried reinventing herself online as a healing coach and relationship expert. She posted about toxic relationships and narcissistic exes, until Nina kept commenting with receipts. Eventually, Melissa blocked her entire family on social media. According to Tony, "We grab beers sometimes now, weird, but he's cool." Melissa moved to another state to start fresh. She lives with some aunt who doesn't know the full story. Still single, still on the apps, still convinced she did nothing wrong. Gloria and Frank took it hard. They sent me a card apologizing again and a check for the broken mug, which I didn't cash. They're good people who just raised one broken person out of 3 decent kids. As for Nah and me, yeah, we're together now. Before you judge, hear me out. We waited 2 months 2 months of just texting as friends, grabbing coffee, being normal humans, getting to know each other without Melissa's shadow. She was nothing like her sister. Honest, funny, actually deleted her dating apps after our 3rd date without me asking. The family dynamics are weird, not gonna lie. Gloria and Frank are supportive but awkward. Tony thinks it's hilarious and calls us the upgrade. Melissa found out last month through a cousin's Instagram story and sent Na a novel-length text about betrayal and sister code. Na responded, "The sister code includes not lying about your boyfriend of 18 months being just a roommate. When I asked if I could date him after you broke up, you said, and I quote, 'I don't care, he's nobody special.' So, I took your advice." Melissa blocked her again. We're taking things slow. No moving in together anytime soon. Both of us are maintaining our own spaces. We joke that Melissa actually did us a favor. I never would have seen Nina as an option if her sister hadn't nuked our relationship so spectacularly. My trust issues are real, though. I check dating apps randomly just to make sure. Na knows. She doesn't take it personally. She shows me her phone whenever I'm feeling anxious. She gets it. She saw what her sister put me through. The best revenge? I'm genuinely happy. Not pretend Instagram happy, actually content. Found someone who thinks deleting dating apps after becoming exclusive is just basic respect. Wild concept, right, Melissa? If you're reading this, and I know you are because Nina says you still search my name weekly, I want to thank you. Thank you for showing me exactly what I don't want in a partner. Thank you for the 18-month masterclass in red flags. And thank you for being so awful that your sister looked like an angel in comparison. Oh, and that ring I was going to buy? I put that money into index funds instead. Already up 12%. Better ROI than a failed engagement. To everyone who followed this saga, thanks for the support. The messages calling me king were cringe, but appreciated. The ones calling me an ass for dating Nina. Yeah, fair. It's messy. But sometimes messy leads to something better. Gloria makes lasagna for us once a month now. Frank taught me his secret poker moves. Tony and I are in a fantasy football league. And Nina? She deletes her social media apps when we're on dates, so she's actually present. Turns out the best revenge isn't elaborate. It's just living better without them. Peace out. P.S. Melissa's Hinge profile is still active. Some things never change.